Back in August 2022, Ice Spice exploded onto the scene with her viral hit Munch. And from that point on, she was everywhere. The song took over on TikTok, Twitter, and basically the entire internet, catching the attention of Drake, who even played it on his Sound 42 radio station. That cosign and the drama that came with it, if you don't know what I'm talking about, people thought that she slept with Drake to get put on, helped her blow up almost overnight. Fast forward a few months, and she was collaborating with Nicki Minaj, Taylor Swift, and dominating the charts with multiple Billboard Hot 100 hits. With over 1 billion streams and a Best New Artist Grammy nomination, Ice Spice was on top of the world. But as we've seen time and time again, especially on this channel, the industry moves fast, and staying on top is a whole different challenge. No one ever stays on top. So what really happened to Ice Spice? Did she really turn into the fart, or did she lose her spice? Now, at her peak, she had over 40 million monthly listeners on Spotify, but fast forward to early 2024, that number plummeted to about 15 million. That's a massive drop off, and anybody can agree with me with that. And it's not just Spotify. Over on Instagram, she lost 540,000 followers in just 12 days. Some people think it was because Instagram purged bot accounts, but others believe it's a sign of a real decline in her popularity. Either way, it wasn't a good look for Ice Spice. But what led up to her losing a following? It comes down to a few things. The drama she was in was a huge catalyst for why people stopped supporting her, and also her lyrics. But let's first look at the beef she was in, which started to tarnish her brand. Hip-hop has always been fueled by competition, and sometimes that energy spills over into full-blown rivalries. That's exactly what fans think happened between Ice Spice and Latto, two of the most talked about female rappers in recent years. At first, the comparisons between the two seemed harmless. Both are young, successful, and dominating the rap game in their own way. But soon, fans started to notice what they believed were subliminal shots. Many pointed out Ice Spice's song Princess Diana as a moment where she subtly dissed Latto. Though the exact lyrics that supposedly referenced Latto remained up for debate, but if you know what they are, leave it in the comments down below. Then things got even more interesting when Latto previewed a song called Sunday Service. In the snippet, Latto rapped aggressively while a TV screen in the background was playing Ice Spice's Princess Diana music video. Now, was this just a coincidence, or was it a calculated move? We all know it was a calculated move. I don't even know why I asked. Latto never explicitly named Ice Spice, but the imagery alone was enough for fans to assume that this was a direct shot at Ice Spice. And instead of ignoring the situation, Ice Spice leaned into the drama. She began teasing her own diss track, which only added more fuel to the fire. While neither artist has openly admitted to beefing, the subtle exchanges and social media speculation have kept the conversation alive. Fans remain divided. Some think this is all hype for attention, while others are convinced there's real tension brewing between the two. But regardless, I just think they hate each other. So yeah, that's it. Being an opening act for a major tour is usually a huge opportunity, but for this rapper named Cleotrapa, her experience with Ice Spice's Y2K tour was far from glamorous. Cleotrapa took to TikTok to air out her frustrations with Ice Spice and her management, claiming that she was never paid for her performances and was left to handle her own travel and accommodations. Essentially, she felt like she was overlooked and disrespected by Ice Spice and her team, and she didn't hold back. In whatever TikTok, she called Ice Spice a fake friend. According to Cleotrapa, Ice Spice acted cool with her in private, but treated her differently in a professional setting.
Now I will break down how it ended. And for a lot of people that don't know, me and Ice did not grow up together. That is not my childhood friend. I met her 2 years ago. Before she blew up, I was very supportive of her. Before she even blew up, I was somebody that genuinely liked her. I was like, this girl is so cute. I seen her video on my Explore. She didn't even drop her viral song yet. And I was so supportive of her. Now, anyways, I'm just going to tell the story because you guys deserve to know. You guys deserve to know why we are not friends anymore, because a lot of y'all loved us being together. You guys do deserve to know why we're not friends. Y'all do deserve to know who y'all are so obsessed with. Y'all love her so much. Y'all deserve to know who that girl is as an actual human being. As an actual human being. Fuck looks. Fuck looks. Fuck all of that. As a human being, at your soul. Y'all deserve to know. So the ending of July, I get a call from Ice very early in the morning. Cleo, come on tour with me. I miss you. Come. And I'm just like, girl, I'm not about to come on tour with you and watch you perform all month. Like, I got a nigga. I got stuff that I can be doing. I can be getting money. I have opportunities in New York. I have brand deals. I have things that I need to focus on. So for me to travel all over the United States with you to watch you perform kind of crazy. She's like, no, I want you to perform. And I gagged. You want me to perform? She ain't never, ever, ever, ever brought me out on stage. I was like, oh, wait. Okay, like, I guess this girl, in my head, this is what I'm thinking. I'm like, I guess she's really trying to make up for that fake shit that got exposed, like, a month ago. Like, she's really trying to, like, you know, be an actual friend, because that shit was weird as fuck. And I checked her about that shit, and even for her to apologize was like pulling teeth. Like, girl, you got caught calling your friend jealous for no fucking reason. And her excuse was that I didn't speak up when I was asked if she was Nigerian. Like, girl, I met you a month before that video. I didn't even know you was Nigerian. So that was kind of weird to me too, that she was upset at me for not knowing if she was Nigerian. And she said that you could have at least said I was black. Like, girl, I didn't even know you. Am I your PR? Am I supposed to be clearing up every time somebody's asking about you being black or Nigerian? Like, that's not my role. And I don't even know you. So I was so confused. Anyways, we moved past. Anyways, after that situation that had happened, with her ex-best friend exposing her for calling like just about everybody jealous, that was kind of like sick too, because why do you think everybody's jealous of you? She literally tried to link me being jealous of her with that interview of me not knowing if she was Nigerian. And I'm just like, girl, are you crazy? And she never said that she felt the way. And it was just like, I didn't even know that she was mad at me. She's just in messages talking about me. So she tells me, like, I think everybody's jealous of me. Don't take offense to it. I say that about everybody. I say that everybody's jealous of me. I even say that about my mom. Like, that's kind of sick. But okay. Like, okay. Fast forward though, I started thinking that a lot of the things that Ice was doing was calculated. Like, even the thing after her best friend exposing her, it was like, oh, like, let's go to the basketball game. Come with me to this basketball game. I'm thinking like, oh, she just wanted me to come with her to a basketball game. Like, maybe she's trying to make it up. I don't know why I kept thinking that she was trying to make it up for being like caught being fake. But it was just like, even a basketball game, it was like one day later, she's like dropping a song. It's like every time she's like inviting me out, because we never chilled on some like chill shit, bro. Like, it was never like there's some chill. It was always like in the blogs the next day and the song is dropping too. So it was like, what, this girl kind of uses me for her rollouts. So I'm just like, okay. When the tour thing came out, I'm like, oh, she's actually trying to like give me something now. Like, okay. She's trying to make it up. She's trying to be an actual good friend. I made a flyer announcing that I was going to be coming on tour with her. It did not even get reposted. It didn't even get a comment or a like, and she was tagged in it. The bill, it didn't even have my name on it. Like, just about nobody knew I was coming on tour. It was like a special guest. Like, she didn't even like shine any sort of like her own light on me. It was like kind of like all me. Like, I want my fans to come out. Like, she didn't really try to like mesh me in with her actual fan base or try to like put her fan base onto me. Very calculated, you know? It was just giving like, oh, let's let Cleo eat, but we gonna give her crumbs. Like, we gonna shine light on her, but let's dim it. You know what I'm saying? It just gave that so much. Online says the show starts at 8. It would even say 9 sometimes. And guess what time I was going on? At 7:30, 7:45. I was going on before the show starts. So that was kind of weird in itself. I had no idea what to expect going on tour. I had no idea until I got on tour and started seeing certain things. And I'm just like, wait, why don't I have that? I didn't have a room. I was told I was going to be with her, but I didn't have a room. A room for me backstage at all. I was in her dressing room. I didn't have no writer. I was with her. And before I came on tour, I asked her, what were the things that I was going to have to pay for? Because this is so last minute. Like, you're only giving me one day to prepare. Like, it's July 30 something and we going on tour August 1st. Like, girl, like literally one day. So I'm just like, what do I have to pay for? Nothing. You're going to be with me. You're good. You're going to be with me. So I was like, okay, everything is handled. I'm just going to go. I'm going to make the best out of it. I'm going to make the absolute best out of it. I don't have no dances or nothing. I'm just going to go out there and do what I can do.
The situation sparked heated debates online. Some fans immediately sided with Cleopatra, saying Ice Spice should have done way better by someone who was opening for her. Others were skeptical, questioning if Cleopatra was just trying to gain clout by stirring up drama. Ice Spice would respond in the spaces on X, where she pretty much said that Cleopatra was just clingy and she wouldn't even give her time of day. And there was multiple times where she'd try to press her on the tour bus.
1,000 listeners, and I'm sharing my stage with you, and you feeling so entitled, like you thinking that my peoples that work for me is supposed to work for you too. Like, that's so crazy to me. Like, how I'm in the shower, you gon' barge in while I'm butt ass naked, trying to press me about some bags that you gotta carry some bags. What? Like, nah, that's that shit, bro. But that's all I could do, y'all. All I could do is sigh about it, cause it's just like, what can you do, bro? It's like, damn. Crash outs and they going on rants, bro. Crash outs and they going on rants, but fuck it though. At the end of the day, it's whatever, bro. Like this shit comes with it, you know. Like y'all see clearly, this will come with it, bro. Right? So fuck it. But the whole thing that's blowing me right now is like talking about some dark energy, trying to compare a tour bus to a slave ship. Like, what are you talking about right now? What? That is crazy to me, bro. That's so crazy to me. Like, you really gonna be friends with somebody for 2 years, but the whole time you feel like they soulless and dark? Like, you sound dumb as hell, bitch. If anything, we both need saving. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, we was dead ass we was at the movie theaters. We was siphoning. Bitch, you not gonna tell the people how we was at an Italian restaurant and you ate so much fucking food, you fucking vacuum, that the server was like, where did the food go? Like, stop it right now. You talking about some, she ain't let me to the back of her room on her tour bus. She had this big ass room. Bitch, can I play with my one time? In my bed one time? Like, damn, you want to sleep in my bed every day? That's crazy to me.
Regardless of where the truth lies, the controversy painted Ice Spice in a negative light, adding to the growing perception that she might not be as friendly and supportive behind the scenes as she seems on social media. The drama doesn't stop there though. Another artist, Baby Stormy, came forward with her own allegations against Ice Spice, claiming their entire friendship was fake. According to Baby Stormy, Ice Spice pretended to be close with her, not out of a genuine friendship, but to use her for industry connections. She also claimed that Ice Spice had bullied her back in their school years, adding another layer of personal history between the two. But the real bombshell came when Baby Stormy leaked private messages allegedly showing Ice Spice talking negatively about Nicki Minaj. In the text messages, Ice Spice reportedly called Nicki ungrateful and delusional. Now, if there's one fan base you just don't ever cross, it's definitely the Barbs because they're kind of insane. Once these text messages surfaced, Nicki's fans went off, dragging Ice Spice all over social media and accusing her of being disloyal towards Nicki. Ice Spice never publicly addressed the leaked text messages, but the backlash was undeniable. Many questioned her authenticity. Has she really been a genuine Nicki Minaj supporter all along, or was she just riding the wave for clout? This controversy put Ice Spice in an awkward situation. She had built much of her rise on Nicki's support, even collaborating with her on the Princess Diana remix. So for fans to suddenly believe she was talking badly behind Nicki's back, that was a major hit to her credibility. One of the biggest controversies surrounding Ice Spice's music career is the copyright lawsuit she's facing over her hit song In Her Mood. Brooklyn rapper D Chambers filed a lawsuit claiming that Ice Spice's song stole elements from his track In That Mood. His argument was that Ice Spice's track copied not just the title, but also the flow, rhythm, and overall style of his song. Now, copyright lawsuits in music are nothing new. We've seen massive cases over the years like Robin Thicke's Blurred Lines versus Marvin Gaye's Got to Give It Up, or Katy Perry's Dark Horse lawsuit. But in hip-hop, where influence and sampling are common, these cases can be hard to prove or disprove. The lawsuit put Ice Spice's credibility as an artist under scrutiny. If she really did copy someone else's work, it could have damaged her reputation as a fresh and original voice in hip-hop. And with this lawsuit, people started to realize that maybe Ice Spice wasn't so original, and the ice under pressure started to melt. Her album Y2K was hyped up as a career-defining project. When it finally dropped, it didn't live up to the expectations. The album debuted at 18 on the Billboard 200, with only 28,000 first-week sales. Now those numbers aren't terrible, but compared to her previous success, it was definitely a step down. Many critics and fans weren't impressed, calling the album repetitive and lacking innovation. Some even said Ice Spice hadn't evolved her sound over the years, and that her music was starting to feel predictable. And that's usually what happens, especially when you come off of the stove really hot. So she hopped up on the scene like extremely hot. People liked her music at first, and it's very hard to live up to that hype with a debut album. This raised a bigger question. Is Ice Spice struggling to grow as an artist? She made a name for herself with catchy drill beats and viral moments, but if she doesn't switch things up, will her audience lose interest? Along with her album flopping, she also started to lose weight. Now, obviously this might sound ridiculous, and it might sound like a great thing, but it's actually a detriment to her career. But why? Well, when Ice Spice started losing weight, people immediately started speculating that she was using Ozempic. But she shut down the rumors, saying she'd lost weight from touring, working out, and eating healthy. To prove it, she even posted a montage on Instagram, captioning it, "Beating them allegations." Some fans applauded her, others weren't convinced. But either way, it didn't help her case, and probably hurt her even more than it helped her. People on Twitter started to say that the reason why others thought her music was so good was because of the way she looked. After losing weight, she didn't look the same, and the Day One Gooners started to rally against her. It's like after she lost weight, those rose-tinted glasses vanished from every Gooner fan, and the spell they were under wore off, and then they went against her. This might be out of order, but I wanted to add in that Ice Spice was also being canceled for allowing a 16-year-old to twerk in her Deli music video. This happened in July of 2023, and the video featured a 16-year-old dancer twerking, which raised a lot of eyebrows. Critics called it inappropriate, while others questioned why a minor was included in such a suggestive scene. The backlash was immediate, with fans debating whether this was poor judgment or just overblown outrage. Either way, it was yet another controversy attached to Ice Spice's name, and she'd ignore the drama, acting like she was Stevie Wonder and couldn't see it. And she still has yet responded to it. One of the biggest complaints about Ice Spice lately has been her stage presence, or lack thereof. Fans on Reddit and Twitter have been calling her out, saying she looks bored on stage, barely interacts with the crowd, and doesn't bring the same energy they expect from a rising rapper. And I feel like it's because she's been doing the same exact thing over and over again. There's only so many times that you can twerk in front of people where you will get the same reaction as you used to. I mean, this is a rapper who used to have guys following her and be like, yo, Ice Spice, I'm a munch. If I find that TikTok, I'll put it in now.
I'm definitely a munch. I'm just letting you know. I'm definitely a munch. I'm just saying.
She even responded to one of these critiques, but instead of addressing the issue, she clapped back by making fun of someone's appearance. Now, that's not exactly the best way to handle constructive criticism, but she's never really handled criticism well. Over the past couple of years, Ice Spice's reputation has fallen off a cliff. People started to question if she had autism on Twitter. Obviously, this was just trolling, but it only added more fuel to the fire. People started to hate her even more when she started to date Central C, a drill rapper from the UK. This once again damaged her image. I don't know why, but it did. People used to love Ice Spice, but I feel like now she's been criticized for pretty much everything. Recently, I'm saying recently like it was like last week, but it was probably a month ago, but she was on the radar, which is like a freestyling, like, I can't really explain it, but I'll try to find it now. And people hated her freestyle, saying that she couldn't rap and to stop trying. Almost 3 years ago, when Ice Spice first popped on everyone's TikTok For You page and even Twitter, it seemed like she was here to stay. But somewhere along the lines, she started to use childish bars in her raps. After a while, it started to become what she was known for, and people do not want to be associated with someone who just constantly raps about bowel movements, which is understandable. Ice Spice is now below 14 million Spotify listeners, which is still a lot, but it's not as much as people probably expected, especially out of Ice Spice. Ice lost her spice, the ice melted, Ice Spice got burned. Whatever you want to call it, Ice Spice lost her entire audience within a year, and I'm not sure if she will ever be able to make a comeback. Do you like Ice Spice's music? Let me know in the comments down below. While you're down there, you might as well leave a like and subscribe to the channel to get us closer to 200,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.